So today we will be making old school sprinkle cake. So first off, we started off by measuring 250 grams of butter and adding it into our stand mixer. And then we're just gonna mix this for a couple of seconds. We're gonna mix this until the butter is nice and smooth, and also along making sure that we are scraping down the sides so the batter is even. Okay, so now it's time for our sugar. I added 2 cups of sugar in about 3 parts, so I just slowly added in the sugar. Just making sure that everything was mixed well. Making sure that you're remembering to scrape down the sides. So next we're going to add our 4 eggs. So I'm just adding it in one at a time so it does not curdle. So eventually it did look like it was not mixing properly, but that was fine because it was soon time to add in the flour and it was all just going to come together nicely. So yeah, I'm just adding in my last egg and look at it, it's looking good. So I add in my 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and along with my 1 teaspoon of baking powder, I added in my 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So we're gonna go ahead and give that a good mix. So now it's time for a 1/2 cup of milk. Yeah, we're just gonna throw it in there. It's finally time for the ingredient that's gonna bring it all together. So I use 2.5 cups of self-raising flour. It was just making a big mess. Just look at that. We're gonna continue mixing this until it has all just combined together. Making sure that you add in the rest of the flour along the way. And there we have it. That's it, it's done. So now I have just prepared my 9 by 9 inch baking tray and I have sprayed it with some spraying oil. Want to make sure you're just scraping it all out, getting the most out of it that you possibly can. So now it's ready to go inside the oven for about 30 minutes until nice and golden. So for the icing top, I used 2 cups of icing sugar and 6 teaspoons of milk, and I just slowly started to mix it until I got the right consistency that I needed. So along the way, I did add like 1 or 2 teaspoons more of milk because it was still kind of thick. And then I continued mixing until it became like this. So when the cake is done and it is completely cooled down, you're gonna just pour it all over the cake just like this. So with a spoon, I just spreaded it over the cake, and when it was fully spread, I added my sprinkles. At this point, you can add as many as you would like. And yeah, so when you're done adding your sprinkles, that's it, it was done. Here's some pictures of how it looked.